Hi, this is Nella from NUTRIPLANeT. I'm here to create healthy plant-based recipes and meal plans for those on restricted diets like Candida diet. I'm so happy to share my free guide to Candida overgrowth with you. It's all about symptoms, causes, testing and treatment. 35 pages of vital information. Now, those pizza rolls are a perfect healthy savory bite-sized snack for busy weekdays. Furthermore, they are gluten-free, yeast-free and oil-free. Expect rolls that are full of flavor, relatively easy to make, and ideal for batch cooking and freezing. Let's start. In a large bowl, mix together buckwheat flour, coconut flour, Himalayan salt and oregano, as well as baking powder and psyllium powder. Stir well with a fork. You may substitute psyllium powder with psyllium husks. Check the quantities from blog post. Now, add water and soy milk apple cider vinegar mix. Yes, sorry, I forgot to show you that you need to let soy milk and apple cider vinegar sit for about 5 minutes to get sour milk. You get the idea. And stir until everything is well incorporated. Refrigerate the dough for 30 minutes before you continue. You can use this time to whip together vegan parmesan by grinding cashews, nutritional yeast and Himalayan salt. Next, take silicone mat, wax paper or non-stick parchment paper and sprinkle it with some buckwheat flour. Then place your cooled dough ball in the middle. Put another piece of parchment or wax paper on top of the dough and start rolling. Roll the dough out into about 28 per 35 centimeters, 11 per 14-inch rectangle and remove the parchment paper. It should come off quite easily. Then spread tomato paste on the rolled out pizza dough. By the way, don't confuse tomato paste with tomato puree or sauce. Tomato paste is a thick paste made by cooking tomatoes for several hours to reduce the water content. In my opinion, additive-free tomato paste is so full of flavor per se that a touch of oregano and vegan parmesan is enough to result in delicious pizza rolls. That being said, sprinkle some oregano on tomato paste and finish off with vegan parmesan. You can either make your own or get store-bought. Okay, time for rolling. Slowly roll the dough into a tight spiral, releasing the silicone mat as you progress. As I sprinkled the mat with some flour, it comes off really easy. It's also possible without the extra flour, but you'd need to be more careful. I'd say it's better to flour the surface, especially if it's your first try. Using a sharp knife, start slicing the dough log into bite-sized rolls. I always cut off the edges and eat them then and there. It's so yummy. Depending on how big rolls you are after, cut them thinner or thicker and place on baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I usually get 9 rolls, given that I eat the edges. I guess you'd get a 10th roll if you resisted eating some. I couldn't, so here goes the other edge. Okay, once all rolls are on baking sheet, sprinkle some more vegan parmesan and bake at 190 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit for 30 minutes until golden brown. Not that much of a trouble, right? If you want, dip them into tomato paste before taking a bite. I like them as they are though, so full of flavor. And so easy to grab from fridge whenever I'm hungry. You can store those pizza rolls in a sealed container in fridge for up to 4 days. For longer keeping, freeze them and heat up in oven for crispy result or microwave oven for soft rolls. Remember to get all the quantities and loads of extra tips from blog post. Do you have any further tricks and hacks when it comes to pizza rolls? I'd love to read them, so please leave a comment below. I'll be here creating new delicious and healthy recipes. So, if you want to fuel your body with nutritious food, join this community by subscribing.